Good morning, guys. I hope you can hear me and see me. This is my first time recording one of these video lessons on my school computer, so it's quite a bit different at home over the summer and in the springtime for my class last year. I recorded on my Mac at home, which is an Apple product, and here at school, we have Dell, which is a PC product. So it's quite a bit different how the technology works and how it runs. So we're going to give this a try, and fingers crossed that it is just as effective. You can hear me, and you'll be able to see the web pages and documents that I share on my screen with you. So this first lesson today is in math. Let me go ahead and share my screen with you. My document camera is taking quite a while to open. Just patiently waiting. Okay, there we go. Let's see, share screen, presenter window. Great. All right, so hopefully you can see this. So what I wanted to show you is that in math today, what we'll be doing together is we're going to watch a video on fractions, a BrainPop video explaining parts and then whole. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to read a story called Wholey Cow. It is really cute and it explains fractions in such a visual way. So I think that that will be helpful to many of you. And then we'll complete the note sheet, excuse me, that goes along with the story, Wholey Cow. We'll do that together. And then there's just one more thing in math today, and it's just one sheet. It's rainbow fraction coloring. And I will explain the directions on that when we get there. So let's stop share. Okay, and I'm going to share my screen with you that has BrainPop. All right, so this is going to be talking to you about basic parts of a whole. Whether you know it or not, you work with fractions probably on a daily basis. We've talked about parts and wholes in addition and subtraction so far this year. Now we're just going to visualize it more as it pertains to fractions. So let's go ahead and see what Annie and Moby have to teach us today.
Wait, stop. You're supposed to share with the whole class. Moby, that's not fair. Everyone is supposed to get equal parts of the sandwich. What is a fraction? A fraction tells you the number of parts out of a whole.
There we go.
Not that kind of whole, Moby. Something is whole when it has all of its parts. I love muffins. This whole muffin has 2 equal parts. In a fraction, the number of parts goes under a line. There are 2 parts. You use 1 part of the muffin, and that number goes on top. So this fraction shows you took 1 out of 2 parts. You can also write this as 1/2. What is a half? When you split something in half, you make 2 equal parts. Right, Moby, there are 2 halves in a whole. Half for you and half for me. There are 2 equal pieces, and we each get 1 piece. Sometimes I see a half moon at night.
Do you see it?
And everyone loves a half day at school. What's the third? We can share this cake between you, me, and BrainPop. We can cut the cake into thirds. That means we divide it into 3 equal pieces. We each get 1 slice. So BrainPop gets 1 out of 3 slices. We each get 1/3 of the whole cake.
Whoa. Sugar
There
rush.
are 3 of us, but only 1 is a robot. So 1 out of 3 of us is a robot. What is a fourth? I love apple pie, and this pie has 4 equal slices. You took 1 slice,
Phew,
so
that's
you
big.
took 1 out of 4 slices, or 1/4 of the slices. 1/4 is also called 1/4. Exactly, Moby. There are 4 quarters in a dollar, so 1/4 is 1/4 of a dollar. I can divide a lot of things into fourths, like a piece of paper, a cup of water, an inch, or an hour. I think all this sugar is making us sick, Moby. We better cut up the sandwich so everyone can get an equal piece. It's okay, Moby. I've got a slice saved right here. Wait, you're supposed to give me half.
Oh, Moby.
I guess you can keep mine.
All right. So, let's see here. So, basic parts of a whole are similarly in addition and subtraction. In addition, the answer to the addition problem is called a sum. That is the whole. And the parts are the numbers that you're adding together to equal that whole. In subtraction, the whole is the bigger number that you are taking away from. So kind of like in that video, the pie is the whole number. It's the biggest part of something that you have. And then the numbers that you subtract and the number that you end up getting at the end are the parts. They are smaller portions. So when they cut the apple into the apple pie into slices, those were smaller parts of that whole pie. So think about that when you're thinking about fractions, if it helps you. I need to, holy cow. Okay. There we go. All right. So this is Holy Cow, the story. What I'm going to do is on each page that there is a answer. Let's see here. I'm going to stop sharing real quick. Sorry. Let me share my presenter with you. So this is the page in your Wednesday packet that we're going to be working on right now, notes-wise. This is kind of our introduction together of fractions. So if you can see here, maybe every other page, so on odd numbered pages, we're going to pause the video, we're going to pause the story, and we're going to take notes. So it's going to tell you what portion of something. So at the beginning of the story, it's going to be about the cow. We're going to color a portion, a part of the whole cow, and then we're going to figure out what fraction of the cow, the ice cream, or whatever it may be, of the whole we colored that way. Okay. So this should be the first page in the math portion of your Wednesday packet. If you want to go ahead and turn there or pause before we start the video. All right. So without further ado, here is Wholey Cow. So cute. Let me turn the volume up. It's a bit quieter than BrainPop. Quite a bit quieter.
Wholey Cow was probably deep and decided to eat differently on this day. One whole cow, what should she do? Moo while her friends paint. One half blue. What fraction of the cow is blue?
Okay, so we need to figure out, if you were unable to hear that, the words thankfully are on the pages, but we're going to try to figure out what fraction of this cow has been painted blue. And then I paused it before it read the last line. It asked what fraction of the cow is white. I didn't want it to go to the next page. So let's go back to presenter. There we go. Maybe. Thank you for cooperating, computer. All right. So blue. I am going to use a blue colored pencil. You can use a blue marker, a blue crayon, whatever you'd like that's a writing utensil that is blue. So in the story, the narrator said that the cow had been painted half blue. I'm going to draw a line halfway down the cow. I noticed that in the story, the back half of the cow was painted blue, so I'm going to do that. All right. So if half of the cow is blue, if you remember back to the BrainPop video with Annie and Moby, what does that fraction look like? Half. Half means 1 part out of 2 parts, 1, 2, is blue. And how you write that in a fraction form is 1 over 2. There are 2 parts altogether. That's our whole. And there is 1 piece, 1 part of the cow that is blue. Okay, so if 1/2 or 1 part of the cow is blue, then what part of the cow is white? Again, 1 out of 2 parts of the cow is white. And we write that fraction the same way as we did above. Okay, so half looks like this, 1/2, 1 out of 2. If you need more time with that page, you're obviously more than welcome to pause it there. I'm going to move ahead. Let's see what the cow gets into next.
Right, 1/2. What fraction of the cow is white? That's right, 1/2. One whole cow, patriotic and wore a swimsuit that was red, white, and blue. What fraction of the swimsuit is red? That's right, 1 out of 3, 1/3. What fraction of the swimsuit is white? That's right, 1/3. What fraction of the swimsuit is blue? Yes, 1/3.
so she kind of gave the answer to you, but hopefully you are answering out loud to yourself as well. So we see the cow here. She has a swimsuit on, red, white, and blue. And there are how many different colors? How many different parts of this swimsuit? There's 1 part, 2 parts, 3 parts. So 3 parts of the swimsuit equal the whole swimsuit. So we know that each of these fractions, each of these parts has to be out of 3 equal parts. Just thinking about it in a different way on this one. Okay, so if you remember, Annie, every time she was explaining a different fraction to Moby, would go ahead and draw the hole on the bottom of the line. The hole on the bottom of the line. The hole on the bottom of the line. 3 equal parts. Okay, so this cow had a red part. How nice of them to draw the dividing lines for us. Thirds can be difficult to make equal. The other piece or part of her swimsuit was blue. And I realize now that I just did this out of order, but that's okay. That happens. And obviously the last part was white. So white probably is going to go in the middle for you because I know that you paid attention a lot better than Mrs. Keller there. All right, what fraction of the swimsuit is red? Out of 3 parts, only 1 part of the swimsuit is red. 1 out of 3. That looks like this, 1/3. What fraction of the swimsuit is white? Okay, out of 3 pieces, 1 piece or 1 part is white. And out of 3 pieces on the cow swimsuit, 1 of those pieces or parts is blue. So that equals 1/3. 1 out of 3 is 1/3. 1 out of 3 is 1/3. 1/3 of the swimsuit is red. 1/3 of the swimsuit is white. 1/3 of the swimsuit is blue. Again, you can feel free to pause whenever you need to, but I'm needing to move forward with the story. Slow, slow, slow computer. All right. Here we go. Next, we're not necessarily dealing with cows. We're going to be dealing with a sundae, some ice cream.
One whole cow was eating ice cream. 2 scoops of chocolate and 1/3 of mint cream. What fraction of the ice cream is chocolate? 2 out of 3, so 2/3.
I'm going to pause it here because we have a different fraction than what we have seen previously. So this time, instead of having 3 whole parts and only 1 portion of this 3-part ice cream sundae is the same color. So in this sundae, in this fraction, we don't have just 1 piece or 1 part that is chocolate. How many parts in this whole sundae are chocolate scoops of ice cream? Out of the 3 scoops of ice cream, how many are chocolate? 1, 2. Okay, so there are still, just like the swimsuit question, 3 equal parts. However, this time, we need to be careful because our answer isn't going to be 1 out of 3 each time. This time, we're going to have an answer. And I actually don't have a brown here, so I'm going to use orange and purple and hope that makes brown. So I'm going to color 2 scoops of ice cream as close to brown as I can. Kind of looks like rainbow sherbet now. All right, so we have 2 scoops of chocolate ice cream. Okay. And so even though we still have 1, 2, 3 equal parts, so out of 3, we don't have our line hands today. Out of 3, there are 2 out of 3 scoops of chocolate ice cream. So that equals 2/3. 2 out of 3. What fraction of the ice cream is meant to drain? Gandalf is making a lot of noise in the background. I don't know if you can hear him or not. All right. What portion of this ice cream sundae or these 3 scoops of ice cream is mint chip, mint dream? 1. So 1 out of 3, 1/3. If you notice in the previous question, 1/3 was red, 1/3 was white, 1/3 was blue. Let's look at the top of each of these fractions. If our whole number is 3, so that's our sum, then let's add the top portion of the fraction, each little part like we would in addition, together and see if we equal that whole number. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 1 more part is 3. So altogether I have 3 parts. In the ice cream sundae, even though we have a different looking fraction, we need to make sure that those top numbers equal our whole number. So I have 3 scoops of ice cream. Let's look at our top number here. 2 plus 1 more equals 3, equals our whole. So that is still true. We just have a few more pages left, and then I'm going to have you work on the rainbow coloring sheet.
What fraction of the ice cream is mint green? That's right, 1 out of 3, 1/3. 1 whole cow balanced on a peg, got a little klutzy and hurt 1 leg. Oh no, what fraction of the leg? What fraction of the leg?
So 1 whole cow. What does that say? Oh, balanced on a peg. She got klutzy. She hurt 1 leg. This number is going to look like the number in the BrainPop video with the apple pie, I believe. So, I didn't copy that page. I apologize. So we just have the 2 pages, it looks like. So I'll move off of this, but we'll look at the page in the book together. So out of her 1, 2, 3, 4 legs, 1 of them got hurt. That equals 1/4 of the legs being hurt. Okay, what plus 1 equals 4? Or how many legs are left over that are not hurt? 1 plus 1, 2, 3 equals 4. 3 of her legs are just fine, and 1 of her legs is hurt. 1/4 is hurt, 3/4 is not hurt.
That's right. 3 out of 4 are not hurt, so 3/4. What fraction fractions and hurt. And forth. Very good. One whole cow put the bath in a sink and noticed two hooves were purple and the other two were pink. A fraction of the hooves.
So we still have 4 feet here. Okay. What part of her feet are purple? 1, 2. 2 parts are purple. How many hooves does she have altogether? 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 of 4 hooves are purple. 2/4 of her hooves are purple.
That's right. 2 are pink. 2 out of 4. 2/4 equal to 1/2.
I don't know why she didn't talk about the pink hooves. Okay, so let's talk about it together. So if 2 out of 4 hooves are purple, how many are pink? I have 4 total. What plus 2 equals 4? I need 2 more to equal 4. So how many hooves are pink? 2 out of 4. 2/4 of the hooves are pink and 2/4 of the hooves are purple.
One whole cow sat down to play the cello while eating a daisy that was orange and bright yellow. What fraction of the daisy petals is yellow?
So it is kind of hard to see in this picture, but if we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 petals in total on this flower, if you notice yellow, I have 1, 2. 2 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 petals. 2 out of 5 petals are yellow. You can call that 2/5.
Out of 5. 2/5. What fraction of the daisy petals?
Oh, excuse me, that came out of nowhere. All right, so we have 5 petals still. 2 of them are yellow. So that means the other of the 5 have to be orange. 1, 2, 3 out of 5 petals are orange. You call that 3/5.
That's right. 3 out of 5. 3/5.
Sleepy today, I apologize.
One cow had a fish named Fred who painted 6 spots on the cow's back leg. What fraction of the spots are red?
Here we go. We have this page in our packet today. So that silly fish painted some spots on the cow. There are blue spots and there are red spots. How many red spots are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many total spots are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 spots. So 6 spots out of 8 spots are red. That is called 6/8. Okay, so I'm going to color in 6 red spots. Uh-oh, it's not loading. There we go. Four, 5, 6. 6 spots. 6 out of the 8 spots are red. 6 out of 8. 8 total, 6 are red. So that means our next number has to be out of 8. 8 is our whole number. If 6 of the spots are red, then that means the last 2 are going to be blue. I really apologize. I can't stop yawning. Okay. So 6 out of 8 are red, and 1, 2 spots are blue. 2 out of 8 spots on the cow are red, or sorry, are blue. All right. You just have a few more pages and then you can get started on your own.
Eight spots. Six.
So sorry.
So 6, 8.
I didn't have my coffee yet.
One whole cow danced with super grace and through a contest and won
Oh.
first place. What fractions of the ribbons are blue?
Okay, so we have a first prize ribbon, we have a second prize ribbon, and we have a third prize ribbon. Okay, how many ribbons are there in all? There's 1, 2, 3 ribbons. So 3 is our whole number. What fraction or what part of those 3 ribbons is blue? So I notice I have 1 blue, I have a red, and I have a yellow. So what I'm going to do in my packet is I'm going to color that first prize ribbon blue. Out of those 3 ribbons, 1 part of the 3 ribbons, or 1/3, is blue. I know that the other fractions in this question have to also be out of 3. There's always in this question going to be 3 ribbons. 3 is our whole number on page 19. All right, so here's our picture again. All right, I have 1 blue. I have how many red and how many yellow? Come back, drop down menu. Yeah, I have 1 red and 1 yellow. Okay, so second place was red. Okay, so what fraction of the ribbons are red? 1, 2, 3 ribbons. 1 of them is red. 1 out of 3. Excuse me, I really needed my coffee. 1/3 of the ribbons are red. The last ribbon color was yellow. Third place received a yellow ribbon. Okay. So out of the 3 ribbons, I only have 1 that is yellow. 1 out of 3, or 1/3. And pause if you need to. All right, let's see what our last scenario is. Maybe. There we go.
1 out of 3. 1/3. One whole cow and her best friend Kate caught butterflies with nets while wearing roller skates. What fraction of the cow's butterflies are blue? Come on, Rosie.
So this one is going to be the trickiest one. We need to pay attention to Kate's butterflies versus cow's butterflies, okay? It's asking what fraction of the cow's butterflies are blue. So we're going to just look in cow's net. How many blue butterflies do you see? I see 1, 2. How many butterflies are there altogether? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me go back to my packet. Scooch this up here. Okay. So we have Kate's butterflies and we have cow's butterflies. We said of those 4 butterflies, we saw 1, 2 that were blue. All right. So how many butterflies in cow's net were blue? 2 out of 1, 2, 3, 4 butterflies were blue. 2/4. You can also say half. Half of the butterflies were blue. Okay. If 2 of cow's butterflies were blue and I know the other butterflies were purple, how many butterflies do we need to color that's purple? I only have 2 left. So that means 2 butterflies are also purple. Let's go back to the picture. There we go. Okay, and let's look at Kate's net. Kate has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 butterflies. Ooh, I noticed a color that's the same as cow's butterflies. What color is the same? I see 2 purple butterflies. Okay. All right, so here's my butterflies. I'm going to make 2 of them purple. I know the rest of Kate's butterflies are red. So if 2 of them are purple and the rest are red, how many butterflies will be red in Kate's net? 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll color those 4 red. Okay. So the next question asks us, what fraction of Kate's butterflies is red? So we're just looking at Kate's butterflies. So the bottom number or the whole number is no longer going to be 4 because we're not talking about cow's butterflies. We're talking about Kate's. So Kate has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 butterflies. Okay? If Kate has 6 butterflies, how many of those 6 butterflies are red? 1, 2, 3, 4. So of Kate's 6 whole butterflies, 4 of them are red. 4/6. Now the last question here is going to be the toughest. It asks us what fraction in total, and that's the key word, butterflies caught is purple. This time we're not looking at just cow, we're not looking at just Kate's butterflies, we're looking at both animals' nets of butterflies. So let's count how many butterflies were caught in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Out of 10 butterflies, how many of those butterflies were purple? I remember that cow caught 2 purple butterflies. So 2 plus how many purple butterflies in Kate's net? 1, 2. 2 plus 2 equals 4. How many butterflies caught were purple? 4 out of 10, or 4/10 of the butterflies caught were purple. That's it for the notes, but we need to finish the story. I don't believe there's much left.
Four of the cows. One whole cow was calmly eating hay, which is what a cow should do on any given day.
Now I just have one whole, the number 1. I love that story. I think it's really cute. I think it's a really good way to explain fractions using pictures. Later on, you'll see another video where we talk about the invisible boy and character traits and adjectives. But I just wanted to show you before I ended this video what you'll be doing on your own. Okay, so you have finished your notes. See if I can make this full screen with all of my pop-ups in the way. Maybe not. Okay, that's fine. So this is what you'll be doing on your own today. A rainbow of fractions. We're moving forward from shapes, focusing on fractions. Okay, it's going to give you directions for each of these bars. Okay, it's going to tell you what portion of the bar to color what. So the first one asks you to color the whole fraction red. So you're going to color the whole thing red. In fact, let's just do that now together. I'm not going to take the time to make sure that I color the whole thing red just because I don't want to take a lot of your time from doing this on your own. This is where some people get confused. So it asks you to color half of the whole bar red and half of the whole bar orange. It's not asking you to cut this half in half and color half red and leave the other half blank. It's asking you, it's already drawn the line in the middle, to color this half red and the other half of the bar orange. Okay. Color 1/3 of this bar red, 1/3 of this bar orange, 1/3 of the bar yellow. There's going to be 3 different colors here. Okay. Next, you'll color 1/4 of the bar red, 1/4 of the bar orange, 1/4 of the bar yellow, and 1/4 of the bar green. Okay. Next, you're going to color 1/5 of the bar red, 1/5 orange, 1/5 yellow, 1/5 green, 1/5 blue, and so on to the last row. So don't be tricked. It tells you exactly what to do, and it has the directions over top of the part of the bar that you'll be coloring. So just pay attention to that and don't make it more difficult than it needs to be. Okay? All right, hopefully this video today was helpful to you. I'm excited to work on fractions with you. It's a fun topic in math this year. And just make sure that you're really focusing on that BrainPop and paying attention to the notes we took today. That week after we're virtual, we're going to do some review games and things regarding 2D shapes and 3D shapes, and then also fractions, so that we can stay on track this year in math and everything that we need to do in math. So we'll review that next week in virtual, or when we're back from virtual, when I actually get to see you in person and not through screen. And then we will have to take the tests on shapes and fractions at the end of the following week. So the week of January 11th. Okay, so just keep that in the back of your mind. I don't want you to be worried. We're just starting to be introduced to fractions, but we do have to move forward when we come back. So just, if you're not understanding something with fractions or shapes, please have a parent or somebody you live with reach out to me. I'd be happy to help you or provide more practice or guidance with shapes or fractions. Okay? All right. Well, good luck with your rainbow fractions coloring, and I'll see you later for the Invisible Boy character traits.